Good morning, good morning, good morning, you lovely lot. It is 10 to 8 on Tuesday. It's another blue sky autumnal morning, which means it's flipping freezing. When it's overcast, it's insulated from above, so any heat seems to stay in, and then the minute the clouds dissipate, so does the heat. So yes, definite change in the air. I have gone from my flowy hippie trousers to jeans and jumper today. I made a mistake of going to the park yesterday afternoon in my usual flowiness, and yeah, it just wasn't cutting it really. It got very, very cold. I'm going to have to fish out my gloves and my snood, whatever they're called, thing that goes around there, which is actually hanging up because I got it out a couple of weeks ago when the weather changed. So yes, I definitely think the more wintry clothes are going to be required over the coming weeks and months. I'm going to reheat this cup of tea that Kenzie didn't drink this morning, because why waste it? I'll just stick it in the microwave and have that. He's not touched it. And then the children will be arriving shortly, so I need to be ready for them. And I also need some breakfast, and I'm going to be very naughty and eat apple crumble for breakfast. I don't know why I say it's naughty. I mean, it's a hearty breakfast, but it feels like a pudding. But I mean, it works as a breakfast. It's made with gluten-free flour, so I'm being good on that respect, which I really need to, because I am waking up in pain a lot. And I know I've got nobody else to blame but myself, because I've been eating things that have gluten in. So I've got no sympathy from anybody, and I don't expect any, because it's all my own doing. But it has reached a point now where I'm aware of it, and therefore being a little bit more careful. Yeah, and somehow I've just allowed wheat into my diet again on a daily basis over the last 6 months or so. Sometimes I have little blips, and it's like it happens for a couple of weeks, and then I go stop now, and I go back to being good. I've said stop now, no, stop now. For whatever reason, I've got zero willpower, and I've wanted to eat bread, wraps, sandwiches. I have no idea. Toast, choco pans. I've got no excuse for it. Bad Pip. Right, okay, I'm going to go get ready for work and eat crumble. I've just swept up all the leaves from the weekend so that they don't all blow in through my door when the children are in and out today. Got to go and do the school run in a minute. I'm just going to go and empty this into the compost waste. What have you got, Harrison? Oh, that's a raccoon. It's a raccoon. And Ozzy's got a very tall man with very long legs. And Orion's got a cat. Meow. Meow. There's a cat in the water, Orion. Oh, he's very tall, isn't he, Ozzy? He's got long legs. Oh, tall man on the roof. Uh-oh. Is he gone down the chimney like Father Christmas? Did he go down the chimney? He'll burn his toes on the fire. Yeah, fire. He'll burn his toes. That's it. Put him in the water to cool them off. You're going to sit up there, are you? I've missed you, Harrison. I haven't seen you for a week. Been on holiday, haven't you? Hollybobs. Uh-oh. What's in the bin, Laurie? Did it go? Did the man fall in? Needs to be rescued. Where's a spider?
Fire.
Where?
Fire.
Where?
Fire.
Where?
Fire.
Where?
Hello.
Where? There's no spider. No, you put the man in there, haven't you? His legs are sticking out.
Papa.
Is that nice? Everyone having a snack. Yum, yum, yum. That's a funny noise, Virginia.
Fire.
I was just
Fire.
Oh, Guppy and Harrison. You trying to climb up it that way, Orion? It's slippy. It's slippy. Whee! How about backwards? Does that work? I don't think anything's going to work today. It's too slippy. No, you have to go up the steps. Too slippy. 1, 2, 3, whee! 1, 2, 3, whee! Up you get! Are you helping him, Oz? Whee! Off you go! You're making me nervous. It's like you're talking to somebody, Orion, that I can't see. They do say kids are in tune though, don't they, to... Bless you. Was it very funny, Orion? Laughing your head off a minute ago. You going up? Okay. Boing, boing. Motorbike. Boing, boing, boing. Excuse me, not your food. Don't take it from his lunchbox. I have had words with you already, haven't I? Everything I give you, you throw out, and then you take everyone else's. Ooh. Is that fun? Pardon? You can see my face, can you? Good. We've just come in from the park and I've just done all the nappies and got everybody more comfortable. I just fancy some egg fried rice, which sounds a bit random, I know. So I'm going to throw a pack of rice in and 2 eggs and then just mix it all up in the pan with a little bit of oil. And that will be my lunch. I appreciate it's an odd thing to suddenly decide to just eat on its own with nothing else, but it's what I fancy. So I'm having it. It's gone 1 o'clock. And I've got all the children settled. Nobody's asleep yet, but they are all where they need to be. And everyone looks shattered. There's yawning and there's, you know, heavy eyes going on. So they're all definitely ready for some downtime, even if they don't sleep. My cough was really bad again last night. I don't know if I said this earlier on. I'm probably repeating myself and you're probably fed up of hearing me moan. But my cough was particularly bad last night and then Lee started coughing. His didn't last very long, but I am worried I've given him what I've got. And then I took some cold and flu this morning just because I have started to get a little bit congested. I don't feel it's made any difference, to be honest. I just think I've just got to ride this through to completion, whenever that may be. So we took the kids to the park this morning, myself and Virginia, my friend. We took the kids, we played here for an hour, and then when they looked like they were getting restless, we went to the park. But even though it's a nice day out there, there's a lot of water because it's so cold. There's a lot of water on the equipment. So everyone got completely soaked. So we've had a complete change of clothes. Now, Orion was making me a little bit freaky. He's either acquired an imaginary friend, which is fine, or he's acquired another friend, which again is fine. As long as it's a nice friend, if you know what I mean, of the spooky variety. He was looking up the climbing frame and he was laughing so much. I tried to get a shot of it, but he'd calmed down after that. But he was in hysterics and he was answering whatever he could see and having a full-on interaction with whatever it was he could see. And then a bit later on, oh, then he came round to the front of the slide, which was the other side of the climbing frame, and started looking back up at it and like babbling away. He doesn't have words yet, so he was kind of like just gesturing and, you know, looking at it. And it was like he could see something there. It was so much like he was interacting. And bearing in mind, he's not a child who interacts for various reasons, which I won't go into. But he's not one that tends to interact with us. He doesn't make eye contact with us, and he doesn't tend to interact with us in that way. He interacts not directly. He tends to interact with you when you don't look at him, if that makes sense. And he was staring up at something and talking to it. And then he was going over to the swings, and he was pushing the swings backwards and forwards for ages and talking to the swing as if he was playing with somebody. So I'm not quite sure what was going on there. But it was a little bit like, okay. And then he sat on the steps of one of the climbing frames, and he was making movements with his hands as if he was stroking a dog. And we both kind of, Virginia and I were like, what's he doing now? And he was like, it was like he's got a big smile on his face, and he was making noises, and he was doing this as if he was stroking a dog. I was like, okay, I think there's something here with us that we're not aware of, and he is aware of it. Yeah, I don't know if people believe in that kind of thing, in spirits, but I do believe in spirits, and I do believe children have a connection to spirits. And I do believe children who are more inside themselves and who are not necessarily interacting socially with the others around them, I think they're even more in tune with what's going on in other realms, if you like. So yeah, that was quite interesting. Anyway, I'm going to sit and drink a cup of tea, and I'm just having some downtime on my bed because obviously they've taken over the living room. And I'll come back to you in a bit, I think. Editing Pip would just like to say, here is my dinner, because there's a whole section this afternoon that I didn't film anything of because we were at the park and doing other stuff. I don't know what this is. This is just me gesticulating. So here's my dinner. Lee and I have korma tonight, which is very, very tasty. I've just been sitting here filming myself trying to decide what to say to end this vlog. Like, it's really difficult to end a vlog. I'm making it into an issue, which now means that I'm thinking, I don't know what to say to end my vlog. So I'm going to show you this very quickly, which I ordered. It is a very nice leather-bound notebook, which I have some plans for, which I'll tell you about in another video. But it's got a tree on it, because you know what I'm like with my trees. And then we just undo this here, this thing here. It's got stitching down the back like that, which holds all the pages in, and it's all, well, eco-friendly recycled paper in there. Yep. And I have some plans for that, and I'll talk about that in another video because it'll just take too long to do right now. So yes, I'm going to say goodbye to you. I'm sorry I didn't film very much this afternoon. It was just, things just got a bit busy, and then by the time I realised I hadn't filmed, it was when I was editing, and I'd literally just shown you dinner, and there was no cooking, no context to it whatsoever. So you got a little clip of editing Pip stepping in to introduce the food to you. Anyway, thanks very much for watching, and I will see you all tomorrow.